Hi, it's Anya, and this is part 2 of my Wynonna Earp interview at WonderCon. I was lucky enough to interview Melane Scrofano, who plays Wynonna Earp, and the actor Shamier Anderson, who plays Agent Xavier Dawes.
I play Wynonna Earp, Wyatt Earp's great granddaughter, and I am cursed with, or I carry the burden of the family curse. So I come back to sort of continue the family business of putting down the revenants that keep coming back every generation. I don't know if I just answered that. You go. This is horrible.
My name is Shamier Anderson, and I play Agent Xavier Dawes from the highly classified Black Badge Division. My character is a principal character. He's tough, very black and white. You know, it's kind of his way or the highway type of thing. Very passionate about what he does. Definitely has a heart. Definitely cares about Wynonna and pretty much his job and his task at hand. Not to give away too much, because there's a lot of information in the pilot on why my character is there. But overall, he's definitely the rock of the show, I would have to say. And when you guys are feeling unsafe, when Dawes comes on screen, you're like, okay, we'll save the day, hopefully.
And you play that really well. Like as a character, but also as an actor, when you were in the set, it just felt very like you have a presence about you that's like, all right, this is gonna be good. Like, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It'll be a roller coaster ride, you know, a roller coaster ride for sure. You're definitely going to see some ups and downs, some differences. You know, you're going to see an attraction, you know, and sometimes they're going to be repelling, you know, and sometimes they're going to be attracting. And I think the main thing to take away from their relationship is deep down inside they actually care about each other, and that care grows despite what they go through and the differences that they have. And because of it. You know, they learn so much about each other. And I think Dawes learned so much about himself interacting with Wynonna, because Dawes being such a stoic and so, you know, straight to the point, he tends to open up, and Wynonna has this beautiful gift where she gives him a bit of humanity in him, and he gives him, like, you know, softens him up a little bit. And that's probably never, ever happened to Dawes. Yeah. And this girl right here, this Melane Scrofano, but also Wynonna, definitely pushes those boundaries for Mr. Dawes.
Yeah, it is such a nice balance between the two characters of just, that's such a nice way to put it, like just of just being such a loser, sort of, and then having shit together, and just how they impact each other of being able to what better relationship is there in the world than two people who can just sort of like balance each other. And we do that very well. The beautiful thing about my character is that I didn't need to know anything, because she doesn't know anything at the beginning. So she's just a failure at life, and she comes in and she can suck. She can suck at. Emily was like, you don't have to be like, they put me through martial arts training, and then they're like motorcycle and guns, and she's like, but the secret is you can suck at it all, because as Wynonna gets better, you can get better. And that's pretty cool to start as an actor that way. On the other hand,
Mel doesn't suck. Yeah, she's real good at what she does. She's going to blow you away when you guys watch this show. But with my character in the training, me, Shamier, in real life, I love toys. You know, guns, cops, and robbers, and I'm sure a lot of young guys my age can probably relate. But growing up, I was into that stuff. And so that wasn't foreign territory for me, which works in my favor for the character of Dawes, who's somebody who's so in tune with what his craft is, from fighting to shooting guns. And so it was such a treat for me to be on set every single day. If someone's cell phone rings, who knows? It's okay anyway.
Or it's the nice elevator music.
But yeah, anyway, it was good. We did some training and stuff, but that was just like, it was fun. I had a great time. I love that stuff. Like,
it's again that's the difference too between us, of like, you're so good and I suck so hard, and then
come together, boobity bobbity boom.
What's your favorite part of filming a show? Like, the show is like a lot of other things.
Can I answer this first?
Yeah, please.
Because the thing about Wynonna is that she is so many things that are opposites. So she is really strong in some ways and really weak in others. And she's, I said this in an interview, I think you were there, that when I was in high school, a guy came up to me and was like, I was going to emotionally talk about this, but he came up to me and he was like, sorry, it's happening to me.
Yeah,
I'm melting.
I'm here.
You'd be really beautiful if you didn't joke around so much. And that really affected me, and I stopped joking around, and I stopped being myself. Because I thought I had to be this one thing. And the thing about Wynonna is that she shows girls that you can be like funny or a fuck up or, you know, and it doesn't mean you're not beautiful, and it doesn't mean you're not strong, and it doesn't, but we're all of these complicated things. And not a lot of people let you play that. And Emily, our showrunner, like embraced that and was like, you can be vulnerable and still be kick-ass. And that's my favorite thing about yeah.
And to echo that, it really, you know,
Such a loser.
no, you're not a loser. Stop, you know, and it just shows like you can have flaws, you know, and that's what kind of attracted me to this project. Not to steer away from your question, you know, I kind of be on your question in the sense of what's different. A show like this really breaks down the boundaries and the stereotypes and the norms of what you see on television. You know, something like this where you see a character who's a heroine, but she still has a bit of flaws and messes up, and a loser per se, you know. And my character, you know, being an authoritative figure, you know, and being a black man playing a role like this on television is something that's so different and you don't see every day. And that's what really attracted me. These two great dynamics that you fuse together, you know, and having two leads, you know, that look like us, and in such completely stereotypical, non-stereotypical roles, which I think that is the best part about this show. Just to open up your brain and perspective on what the world can be, and this is real, you know, and that's one of the by far is the best thing about Emily, and you know, her ideas, and exactly what Ms. Scrofano said in regards to just for young women especially to see a show like this and be like, hey,
And
you don't have to be perfect per se, you know, and you go on this amazing journey where you see these human beings, not these superficial people that go through real life problems, everyday problems. Even Mr. Dolls, being as stoic as he is, still goes through his fuck ups with his superiors and with Wynonna.
Yeah. You wouldn't have needed to as much.
No, not so much. Not for my character, really. And I actually steered away from that stuff because I wanted to be as authentic to Dolls as possible, because Dolls is going into a town like this. He's like, what the hell is this? You know? Meeting Doc Holliday, or, you know, Wynonna, just how people dressed, how they spoke, you know, meeting the sheriff, literally duck out of water. And a man who's so textbook, seeing these people, you know, in this town who are so, it's a different culture for him. And so for me personally, I want to stay far away from that, just so I can have an authentic experience. Even being on the set, the aesthetics of the set, we have an amazing crew out in Calgary, Alberta. And those guys really, when you go into that space in the studio or on location, you really feel like you're in purgatory.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, oh my God, they did such a good job.
Great job.
Whereas, I probably should have. But they were pretty, excuse me, they were pretty clear about it's not like a Western. Especially my character. My character has traveled a lot, so I grew up there, but then I got the F out as soon as I could. So I didn't have to be super Western, and I don't think they really wanted me to be. Whereas the people that live in Purgatory are like, they're the ones who had to do the work, really. Yeah, I didn't know too much. More than what I saw in the movies. Well, I probably not allowed to say. But, all right. Well, what I will say, no matter where it goes, the answer remains the same, which is that it's weird. Like, this is my great-great-granddad's best friend, who should be so dead by now. Like, he should be dead, he should be rotten, he should be not a thing. He should be, like, gone. So that's weird. And it's sort of, I don't know, it just, and I don't know how people would perceive it the same way, but just when I read it, I was like, icky, that's like her grandpa. Like, I don't know, it just was so...
But Tim's so hot, so it's like, you just can't help yourself, right? Tim Rosen, so he's like good looking black guy.
Don't tell him I said so. He's not bad. Especially as Doc, like he has this swagger. So I think there's that push and pull of like, this is gross, but man, like
That
you're
mustache.
okay. Yeah, right? Which he never had food in, by the way. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's complicated. Waverly is the one who wants this so bad. I'm the one who ran away from it and who denies it and who's like, fuck, I don't want to do this. She's studied it. She's it, and she can't be it, and I have to be it. So there's a mutual sort of bitterness. There's a jealousy. There's a love. But there's also like, I don't know you because I've been gone for so long and you don't know me. And then there's our history with our family, which is messed up, to say the least. So it's a complicated relationship that hopefully people will be able to identify with. And then Tweeks. So
Yes, it's a cool mic, jeez.
and then with Dolls.
His relationship with Waverly?
Yeah.
That relationship actually
It's hard
gets
to remember, right?
introduced
Because that was
a little later on in this season, without giving away too many spoilers. But at the end of the day, Waverly's a little sister, a little sister to Wynonna. And I think Dolls uses that to his advantage to get what he needs from her at times. But also he reminds Wynonna that she is still a little sister and we may want to keep her out of the adult business. But Waverly, being who she is just so promiscuous and just want to get her nose and everything,
Yeah. You just said
promiscuous, right? That's a wrong word. Yeah.
That's my domain.
That was your domain.
Yeah.
Anyways. Or maybe, no, you know what?
I know what you mean.
There's some promiscuous moments with Waverly. A little bit, no?
Yeah, you're right.
There is.
Runs in the family.
Runs in the family. Everyone.
Yeah, right? I know. Like, I would love for like a younger version of me to watch it.
Younger version of you? You are young. What are you talking about?
Well, like if I was 12 or something, or 15, or some impressionable age where don't act like Wynonna, but learn that you can face the unimaginable. I think she has a strength about her that I hope, and an individuality about her. Like, she's sort of like, it's like being in a high school. Like, Purgatory is such a small town. It's like being in high school in a way, where everybody hates her, and she has to sort of face. Like, she's forced to face that. And I think a lot of people who maybe are going through things where they're feeling like an outsider could really get something out of it, and maybe find their strength in being who they are. So whoever that is. Also grandpas.
Grandpas? Yeah, grandpas. Whatever she said.
Specifically elderly men from Minnesota. I don't know.
Key demographic there, jeez.
And cats.
And cats, wow. Animals.
So we're keeping it like a niche market.
What kind of cats? You like kitty cats?
Like Persian
or like
cats.
Persian cats?
Persian cats.
Okay,
White Persian cats.
White Persian cats. Okay,
They need all
cool.
the help they can get.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
150%.
Yeah.
What about dogs? Nothing?
No, fuck
No?
them.
Fuck them? All right, done. Don't yell at me, Mel, please.
Cat person.
There's it right there. Dolls of Wynonna. Little tidbit, huh? Little sneak preview of the relationship of Wynonna Earp.
You came into the interview really nonchalant, chewing gum.
I don't remember that.
So Wynonna Earp.
Confident or nonchalant?
I literally, to
nervous?
be honest, don't remember the gum, but I'm sure I'm sure that's true. I honestly think I had such a non-shot at getting it that I was like, I'm just gonna go in there and have fun and just play, because as an actor, you're always trying to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
And right, and I was like, I'm not going to try to get it right because I don't think they're going to like me, because I'm not like whatever that superhero, you know, like I'm not that. So I have a push-up bra and that's about it. So and yeah, so I think that's what she probably was feeling.
If you want to watch Wynonna Earp, which you most definitely should, it's on 10 p.m. on Fridays on the SyFy channel, and it just started on April 1st, so go and catch up.
So that's all for now. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Periscope, and like us on Facebook.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
And check back every Thursday on ComicMix.com for new videos. Bye!